In the words of Mara Jade, one-time Emperor's hand serving under Palpatine concerning Mount Tantiss, the Emperor had a private storehouse. It was where he kept all of his private mementos and souvenirs and odd bits of technology he thought might be useful someday. Mount Tantiss has a super interesting history in both Legends and Canon. One of the highest peaks on the planet Wayland, it was used as a location for one of Palpatine's secret storehouses, where he would conduct experiments and keep many of his artifacts and treasures. Before this time, during the Clone Wars, Count Dooku would even use the facility's labs for various reasons as well. During the Imperial occupation of Wayland, the Empire would enslave the planet's population and force them to work on the facilities they were creating inside of the mountain. Palpatine would of course have a throne room here as well, which would be housed on the uppermost level along with vaults, various corridors, and stairwells. The middle layers would house thousands of Sparty cylinders in the cloning chambers, which Palpatine and later Grand Admiral Thrawn would find use for. The laboratories and science stations could be found inside of the middle layers as well, along with a massive hangar bay. Parts of the lower levels housed military troops, vehicles, weapons, and the war room. After Palpatine's death, Grand Admiral Thrawn would find his way to Wayland and Mount Tantiss, where he would use the cloning cylinders to create clones to inhabit and serve aboard his dreadnought ships. Cloaking devices would also be created, which would be installed on those ships and would soon make their way to a majority of the Imperial fleet under Thrawn's command. One of the craziest things to happen here would be the creation of a clone of Luke Skywalker, using DNA from his hand after Vader was able to recover it after cutting it off during their duel on Cloud City. This clone of Luke would be created during the same time as the Thrawn campaign, and he would be created thanks to the insane clone, another clone, of former Jedi Master Jorah Sabayoth. This clone of Luke would eventually be killed by former enemy of Luke's turned friend Mara Jade, the former Emperor's hand, as we previously mentioned. The storehouse at Mount Tantiss would eventually be destroyed by Luke, Han, Leia, and friends in 9 ABY, and the planet Wayland would join the New Republic. The first canon appearance of Tantiss was in the Season 1 finale of The Bad Batch, and would make further appearances afterwards, having been the location where the cloning facilities from Kamino had been moved to. Tantiss Base, or the Wayland facility, was divided between Tantiss as well as a neighboring mountain, where Dr. Royce Hemlock and the Advanced Science Division would develop Project Necromancer and research M-counts and numerous clones. After Omega, a genetically unaltered clone engineered by Nalase on Kamino with a higher M-count than other clones from the Jango Fett template was imprisoned and had her M-count tested, Hemlock would discover her high count and consider her invaluable to the project and the future of cloning, perhaps even key to creating Force-sensitive clones. However, the base would take heavy damage thanks to Clone Force 99, who would rescue Omega, as well as due to the escaped Zillo beasts who were being held at the base as well. This would allow the imprisoned clones to escape. Royce Hemlock would be killed along with many troopers of the Advanced Science Division. Governor Tarkin would later arrive in the aftermath, only to find most of Hemlock's research unsalvageable. Tarkin would order that Tantiss Base be shut down and its funding be given to Orson Krennic to go towards Project Stardust. If you're interested in learning more about Mount Tantiss, its first appearance was in Legends in the Heir to the Empire novel by Timothy Zahn, and would continue to be an important fixture in the Thrawn trilogy, as well as making canon appearances in the Bad Batch series. I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, may the Force be with you.